It is once again time for the Line U with the area's premier attorneys, Greg Fellerman and Molly Clark. Molly, it's always great to have you here because I know Cousin Jimmy is always watching.
Yes, thank you.
Cousin Jimmy, this is a good question today. It's from Fern in Moscow. They write, I was in a car accident where the other driver and I changed lanes at the same time and crashed. I think she's at fault because I had my blinkers on and she still went ahead. But she's blaming me. How can we figure out who is liable? Neither of us have cameras.
Okay, well, there's lots of ways you could figure out who's liable. First and foremost, there will be a police report. Okay, so the police report typically will say who's liable. Now, if it's not in your favor, then you're going to have some work to do. I see that there's a picture here. These always help. By looking at this picture, you can tell that the impact is at the passenger rear door. So depending on how the crash happened and what the police report says, that could give some detail and some insight into the mechanism of the crash and who's at fault.
Yeah.
But witnesses also help. If there were any witnesses that could help you, support you. What do you think, Greg?
I think it could be a close call. I mean, they both change lanes at the same time. I don't think your blinker gives you any more right of way than the other one. I think you kind of have to look and determine who's at fault. So it could be a 50-50. That doesn't mean you don't get paid, it just gets reduced dramatically. But again, we don't know what your injuries are, probably need a little more facts. These are tough cases, they're not easy ones. I mean, the damage is relatively significant for a lane change, but I think at the end of the day, you're gonna have a little bit of an uphill battle because that is not a clear liability case like we like.
But at least begin that conversation. Maybe there's footage of it and maybe they remember it differently. So at least begin that conversation with Fellerman and Ciarimboli. And if you wanted your question answered, all you have to do is visit the websites right there or give the hotline a call.